There's a chilling moment in many relationships. It's the moment when her words don't match her eyes. When she says something so small, so casual, yet your gut twists, because deep down you feel it. Something is off. When a woman cheats, there's almost always a tell. Not in the obvious, not in lipstick stains or long unexplained absences, but in the first words she says to you when her guilt begins to leak through. And psychology tells us this: people rarely confess outright. Instead, they project, they deflect, they plant subtle phrases that betray their inner world. So let's go deeper into the hidden psychology, the guilt signals and the exact things she says that tell you her loyalty is gone. Words are powerful. They reveal what the heart tries to hide. When a woman cheats, her words change before her behavior does. Why? Because guilt has a voice. And that voice always slips out, even in denial. Think about it. When someone lies, their subconscious leaks the truth in fragments. This is called a Freudian slip or leakage theory in psychology. She won't admit betrayal, but her nervous system can't hold it forever. So it escapes in subtle phrases, defensive tones, and misplaced accusations. And for you, if you're paying attention, those first words become the biggest clue. 1. Why don't you trust me? This one is classic. Instead of calmly addressing your concerns, she flips it on you. She suddenly accuses you of being insecure, paranoid, or controlling. Here's why. Psychologists call this projection. When someone is guilty, they push their own wrongdoing onto others. Her, "Why don't you trust me?" isn't really about you. It's her guilt screaming through her defensiveness. And ironically, when she says this, it's usually the exact moment you shouldn't trust her. 2. You're just imagining things. Pay attention to dismissive language. When she cheats, she often invalidates your intuition. You're imagining things. You're being dramatic. You're overthinking. This tactic is called gaslighting. It's designed to make you doubt your reality so she can protect her secret. But the irony: if you weren't close to the truth, she wouldn't feel the need to shut you down so harshly. The intensity of her denial is the confession. 3. I need space. Sometimes the first thing she says after cheating is disguised as self-care. I just need some space. I feel suffocated. I need to find myself. Now, sometimes people genuinely need emotional breathing room, but often, when it comes out suddenly and without warning, it's because there's already someone else in the picture. The space isn't about self-discovery. It's about creating room for the new connection. 4. You deserve someone better. This phrase sounds almost noble, doesn't it? Like she's being selfless, admitting she isn't good enough for you. But psychologists reveal this is actually a confession wrapped in disguise. Cheaters often soften their betrayal by framing it as self-blame. By telling you you deserve someone better, she's indirectly saying, I know I've already betrayed you. It's guilt masquerading as humility. 5. We're just friends. Few phrases trigger more suspicion than this one. Whenever she feels the need to emphasize that another man is just a friend, there's usually more beneath the surface. Why? Because true friendships don't need defending. But when a connection has crossed lines, emotional or physical, she over-explains to reduce suspicion. The human brain naturally hides what's innocent and explains what's guilty. So the moment she emphasizes just friends, your intuition is probably right. They aren't. 6. You're too good for me. At first, this sounds flattering, but listen closely. It's not praise, it's projection. Cheaters often feel deep shame underneath their betrayal. Instead of owning it, they push you away with lines like, "You're too good for me. You don't deserve someone like me." It's a half-truth confession. She knows she doesn't deserve you because she's already been unfaithful. 7. Why are you always so suspicious? This is another defensive reaction. Notice the intensity. Instead of calmly talking, she lashes out and flips the blame. Psychologists call this reactive defensiveness. The guiltier someone is, the more aggressively they defend themselves. So when she's suddenly hypersensitive about normal questions, it's a red flag. At the root of these phrases is one thing: guilt mixed with fear. When someone cheats, they experience cognitive dissonance, the mental discomfort of living two realities, loving one person while betraying them, wanting comfort but hiding lies. To reduce this inner conflict, the brain looks for release, and that release often slips out through words. So the very first things she says aren't random. They're her subconscious begging to be discovered, even as her conscious tries to hide it. When you hear these phrases, it cuts deep, not just because of the betrayal, but because of the realization. The realization that the person you trusted most is capable of lying straight to your face. Psychologists say betrayal trauma is one of the hardest forms of pain to heal because it shatters both your heart and your perception of reality. That's why many people replay those first words again and again, because deep down you knew. Your body felt it, your intuition whispered it, and her words confirmed it, even if you couldn't accept it at the time. So what do you do when you hear these words? 1. Don't argue in the moment. When emotions run high, logic disappears. If you push too hard, she'll shut down further. 2. Observe patterns. One defensive phrase can be stress. Repeated phrases with secrecy, that's evidence. 3. Trust your intuition. Studies show intuition is often the brain picking up microsignals before your conscious mind does. If your gut screams, don't ignore it. 4. Confront with clarity. Calmly state what you've noticed. Example: when you say, "I'm imagining things," it feels like you're dismissing me instead of answering me. Why is that? 5. Know your boundaries. If betrayal is confirmed, ask yourself, is this forgivable or is this the end? Only you can decide. It may sound strange, but sometimes betrayal is a hidden blessing. It forces you to see the truth you were ignoring. It shows you the limits of someone's love, and it pushes you to respect yourself enough to walk away if needed. Because here's the raw truth: a person who truly loves you will protect your heart, not put it in danger. And if she's willing to cheat, you deserve better. So when a woman cheats and you notice her first words shift, pay attention. Those subtle sentences carry the entire truth, not spoken directly, but whispered through guilt. She may say, "Why don't you trust me? You're imagining things. I just need space. You deserve better. We're just friends. You're too good for me." Each one is a clue. Each one is a confession in disguise. And if you hear them, remember, you're not crazy. You're not paranoid. You're not insecure. You're perceptive. You're awake. And your intuition is guiding you toward the truth. The hardest part isn't hearing the words. It's accepting what they mean. But once you do, you reclaim your power, and nothing, not even betrayal, can break you again.